Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Click that like, hit subscribe here. Going down through the NBA slate here. Been a couple days since we did the NBA, but again, got to take precedence of what's hot and what's going on. The NBA, is always tough on the pre-flop market. Now, yesterday, just to run down through your scoreboard, Cavs beat the T-Wolves 146-134. Pacers beat the Heat 123-99. Clippers beat the Pistons 98-92. Spurs topped the Celtics in a great game 100-95. Bulls 125-107 over the Mavs. Hornets 150, a 150 burger, 95 over the Utah Jazz. And so now games going into today, just going to kind of fast go through it. Obviously, here, not every game is going to be gone over, just depend on matchups and whatnot. So the New Orleans Pelicans are at the Orlando Magic. Magic laying 6.5, 234.5 is your total. 58% ticket count. 80% of the money is laying the 6.5 with the Orlando Magic. 42% ticket count. 20% of the handle going to the New Orleans Pelicans in this one. Now, Bay, Alvarado, and Jones, Murray all out for the Pelicans. Suggs, De Silva, the Wagners all out for the Orlando Magic here in this matchup. Now, New Orleans just 1-9 over their last 10. 1-5 ATS over their last 6. Orlando head-to-head, though, with the Pelicans has been really good for the Magic. They've covered 7 straight. The Orlando Magic right now, 1-6 ATS their last 7 and just 10-4 straight up their last 14 at home. Obviously, Pelicans coming out this week saying Zion and company are not on the table for the trade block. On the 6.5 here, just going to be a stay away. Nothing I could find here. You're not going to see me bet a lot of NBA pre-flop. A lot of it's going to be in-game betting, which again is hard to do. I'm trying to get plays out to you guys and whatnot. Philadelphia 76ers at the Toronto Raptors in this game. As far as your injury report, Joel Embiid, as always, game time decision. But with that left knee, I would assume he's not going to go. Now, here's the one for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes, he's questionable today. Ingram questionable. RJ Barrett is out. So a lot going on there. Philly, a 4.5-point road favorite, 229.5 your total, 65% of ticket count, 39% of the handle to the over, 35% of ticket count, and 61% of the handle going to the under here. As far as the side, 76ers are getting, the ticket count's 50-50, but the 76ers getting 65% of the money, 35% of the handle going to the way of the Philadelphia 76ers. They come in 21-15. Raptors 23-16. Sixers 22-13-1 against the spread. Raptors 20-19 ATS. Raptors 12-8 at home. But the 76ers have been tough on the road, 11-6. Now, these two teams have played twice. Both of those meetings back in November, both in Philly. The last one, the Raptors won by 9. The one before, the 76ers won by 10. I would like the 76ers here in some type of parlay situation as far as minus the 180. I wouldn't lay minus 180 on the road, but if you could parlay in with somebody, I think you could get some good value there. I feel like the 76ers win the game, but again, on the pre-flop, just nothing from a betting standpoint that really intrigues me. Now, Knicks versus Blazers. Josh Hart out for the Knicks. Jeremiah Grant out for the Blazers. Holiday game time decision for the Blazers here with the calf today. Murray out for the Blazers. Robert Williams, he's questionable. And Thibault out. So a lot of injuries for the Blazers. The New York Knicks laying 4.5 on the road. 230.5 is your total. 57% of bets, 55% of the handle going to the New York Knicks in this one. Now, the Knicks, 1-5 their last 6 games. They haven't been playing well. 2-11 ATS their last 13. They've really fallen off, but they have beaten Portland 5 straight times. Speaking of 5 straight, Portland rides a 5-game winning streak and a 5-game ATS streak into this. The New York Knicks, 25-14 on the year, but just 7-10 on the road. Blazers winning record at home, 10-9. They're 1 game under 500. They willed all the way back. Now, the Knicks have beaten the Blazers 5 straight in 6 of the last 7. But again, the Knicks have lost 5 of their last 6 games, including 2 nights ago at Phoenix 112-107. 5-game win streak for the Blazers, including the Spurs in there, one at the Spurs, and back-to-backs here against the Houston Rockets. So the Blazers been playing good basketball. I'll lay the $1.75 with the Knicks on the road, though. That's my favorite NBA play today. I like the Knicks in this spot. Minnesota Timberwolves hosting the San Antonio Spurs. Now, we talked about it. T-Wolves yesterday fell to the Cavaliers. Spurs went to Boston, got the win. Now they're locking up today. Here, Minnesota, 2.5-point favorite, 235.5 is your total. Now, Vasil, the only one out for the Spurs. Conley, really the only one out for the T-Wolves. T-Wolves laying 2.5 in this one. 50% of tickets is split. The ticket count and the money evenly split on this one. So this one's one of those even Steven splits all the way across the board on here. So great two-way action. Spurs second in the West, Minnesota fourth in the West. Spurs 27-12, T-Wolves 25-14. T-Wolves won their only meeting by 13 this year, and the T-Wolves have beaten them 4 straight games. Minnesota's been able to get across the finish line on the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs 12-5 their last 17. They are 6-3 against the spread the last 9 versus the T-Wolves. Again, T-Wolves 4-1 their last 5 and 4-1 ATS. I like the Spurs plus 2.5, small little half unit play, nothing to go crazy about here in this one. Washington Wizards at the Phoenix Suns. Suns laying 14 in this one. Wizards getting 52% of bets and 67% of the handle. Overwhelming support for the Wizards. They're 5-2 ATS the last 7 versus Phoenix, but 3-13 their last 16 on the road. Suns 8-2 straight up, but just 5-0 against the spread. I preface all that by saying when you talk about the Knicks, if you don't want to lay the $1.75, I think if you take Knicks, Suns, and a moneyline parlay, get you down to minus 135. I like that for today. RJ Cash, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap. Whether you fade or follow, I hope you win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.